So I would like to make
That is seriously nasty.
3.2 number 25 into vertex form.
Yum.
So it says that I've got f of t is minus 16t squared plus 47t plus 3.
Alright, well let's get what vertex form is supposed to look like.
Okay, good idea. So if you get vertex form out, what does it say?
It's like
It says f of t should look like
a parentheses
a
something, another variable x minus a squared plus a constant.
Okay, so it looks like a parabola, right, that's undergone a horizontal shift, a vertical stretch, and a vertical shift.
Yeah.
You guys with me on that? So I need to see that in here.
Okay.
There are two ways to do this. One is you could take this thing and you could complete the square on it. Like you could factor minus 16 out and then complete the square. That would be an option. What is another option?
Multiply 3 by negative 16 and then factor that.
Probably not.
Wow. Alright, never mind.
Because that'll get me to factored form, right? That'll tell me where the x-intercepts are, and I want this into this form, vertex form.
Right, I was just assuming that maybe it'd be like
Maybe it'd be convenient.
it'd be like the same, where it's like x minus the same constant, and then that's where it's squared or something.
Oh yeah, you could maybe get lucky,
Yeah.
but I think that's probably not super likely.
Oh, wasn't there something?
Unless we have Rick do it, and then it might be.
Oh, right, because it's luck.
Alright.
Lucky.
Lucky man.
So, what about this?
Wasn't there a varsity move that you taught us, you said, to turn it into that,
Yeah, so another thing you could do is you could multiply this out and then just equate the pieces,
Oh, fair enough.
right? Since you know what vertex form looks like, just multiply vertex form out.
That's accurate.
So if you multiply this out, what do you get? You get a
T
times,
Oh, wait, you gotta do the t minus h squared thing.
uh-huh,
T squared minus a squared.
Minus th, 2th
2h
plus
yeah.
h squared.
Yeah.
okay, so FOIL that out carefully,
Yeah.
right? Get t squared minus 2th plus h squared plus k, right?
Yeah.
Then what?
AT squared minus 2ATH plus
ATH.
So I get at squared minus
Almost
2ath plus ah squared plus k.
Uh-huh. So, that looks oh, wow.
Okay, that looks bad, right?
No.
But what's that supposed to be?
That's that.
that.
That's supposed to be this.
Yeah, well, so...
So,
So you do A.
whoa, hang on. So, what's the thing on t squared over here?
Negative 16.
So
Negative 16. What's the thing on t squared over here?
A.
A.
Negative 16. Maybe?
So, I found out a should be negative 16.
Yeah.
You guys with that?
Well,
Yeah.
but you already know that h squared.
Okay. Now, how about what's the thing on a t over here?
H.
2a.
Negative 2a h.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's the coefficient on t over there. What's the coefficient on t over here?
47.
47. So I know that negative 2ah has to be 47.
And you already know.
And I know what a is. A is negative 16.
So k is 3.
So I can do negative 2 times negative 16 times h is 47.
So,
You guys with me on that? What's that going to tell me about?
what h is?
That's going to tell me what h is if I massage it a little bit. Okay.
Is 3.
What else is the other stuff?
K, 3.
Oh.
No.
2. What about h squared? And like, what is?
Yeah, so the 3 is the constant, right? It's everything that doesn't have a t or a t squared on it. So what doesn't have a t or a t squared on it down there? Ah squared plus k. So all this stuff has to be 3.
What?
Makes sense.
Oh wait, but we.
But the h is squared.
Yeah. So I got ah squared plus k has to be 3.
It's almost with plus or minus something.
But out of this guy,
You blew an h.
I know that 32h is 47.
You know that h is 47 over 32.
So h is 47 over 32. And I know that a is negative 16.
And you know that 47 over 32 squared is.
So take these guys,
Plug them into.
plug them in down here,
Yep.
right? So I think I know that negative 16 times 47 squared over 32 squared
Plus k equals 3.
plus k is 3.
So
So k is 3 plus 16 times 47 over 32 all squared. I was going to simplify that, but never mind.
not anymore.
And then so
Then calculus.
t is equal to.
Wait. So what do you do with a, h, and k?
You're trying to find.
Plug them all into the vertex form, right? So once you've found them all, you know that f of t
Equals
is
negative 16.
negative 16 times t minus, what was h? 47 over 32 squared plus
3 plus
all of
19.
3 plus 16 times 47 over 32 squared.
Yeah.
Huh.
Dang.
Right? It turns out that this is exactly the same thing you would get it out of completing the square. So why was this way better than completing the square for me?
Those are ugly.
Yeah, because this was multiply out and then play matching, right?
Yeah.
And complete the square here would have had lots of kind of nasty fractions in it. So I would have had not only nasty fractions, but also have to remember how to complete the square as I was dealing with nasty fractions. You guys cool with this? I will tell you a thing. Don't tell the algebra students. Okay? I didn't know how to complete this square until I started working here because I always did this. Because you don't need to know how to complete the square if you know how to do this.
Right.
But this is, like, why would I not have this technique on display in algebra class?
Because it looks scary a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, it's mega scary. It's got lots of letters in it,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's kind of easier on some level to memorize those, like, doing it with numbers, as long as the numbers are semi-convenient, right? Then memorizing the complete the square procedure is easier. But once you get to here, right, where the numbers get scary, it's probably easier to play with letters and then just play mix and match. Cool? Don't tell the algebra students.
Okay. I used to be an algebra student. I'll tell my past.
I know, a bunch of you had algebra from me.